The Raptors welcome in the, well, shorthanded Los Angeles Lakers, but they do what they're supposed to do. Beat the snot out of the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, you're coming into the game, right? We're kind of excited, right? You play that game against Boston, a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth, and you're welcoming in a Lakers team who's been playing really well, 8-2 in their last 10 games. We'll be here before the game. LeBron and AD will not be in the lineup. And we're like, well, you're basically playing Orlando 2.0 now. So do what you're supposed to do and win. And they did. Single-handedly, I mean, look, there was no question at all during this game if the Raptors were going to win or lose this game. There was no question at all. The Lakers never led, and the Raptors at one point led by 27. And when you don't have part of Disneyland, or Disney World, whatever the hell is out there in LA, even though I was there in May, but yeah, we didn't go there, so without LeMickey and a Disney. I love it. I love that stuff. Like I said, there was never any doubt in this game. And you got some big performances from guys that really needed it. You know, Fred VanVleet obviously being a glaring one. People are going to say, well, the shooting percentage were still low, and you're right, they were low. You know, 40% from the field, under 30% from three, still not good. Or is it around 30% from three? Something like that. But he felt more engaged. If you watch the game, you could really see he felt more engaged in the game. He was playing a little bit more free-flowing. Obviously, when you're playing a team like that, you should feel that way. But I think for confidence-wise, Fred needed a game like this, where the offense was flowing, the fans were cheering him on, had the post-game interview, you know, with I think it was Savannah Hamilton who did it afterwards, right? So it's a lot of great things for Fred mentally. I think he desperately needed that. Let's quickly run through the game numbers because you know what? Like I said, there was no doubt. You won the first quarter 39-31, so you're up by 8 after one quarter of play. And then midway through the second quarter, right, it was around that same number, 7-8 points. And then the Raptors went on a ridiculous run. You know, 26-4 or some crazy run like that. And they win the quarter by 15, 31-16, and you are up a ton. You're up 20-plus at halftime, as you should be. Now, yes, they let their foot off the gas pedal a little bit, right? Third quarter, you lose it by 1, 28-27, and you lose the fourth quarter 38-29, or the fourth quarter 38-29. But in the end, like I said, they had control of this game from minute 1 to minute 48, and you needed this. There's still a lot of holes and a lot of struggles with this Raptor team, no doubt about that. But to feel a win on home court and your court general in Kyle Lowry, wow. Well, I mean, technically he was the court general for the Raptors, but you guys know what I mean. I meant Fred VanVleet. My goodness. I'm seeing that number up there and I'm thinking, Kyle, I miss him. But not for that price tag. That's for damn sure. Anyways, let's get to the player stats. Pascal Siakam. What else can I say that I haven't said over and over and over in every game? His mid-range has been phenomenal. His spin move, phenomenal. The Raptors were pounding the paint, and he was a big factor in that. Ends the game 25 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, was 1 of 4 from distance, had a couple steals, and was a plus 22. Pascal Siakam playing all-NBA level yet again. I mean, what else can you say about Pascal? I'm just gonna move forward because I sound like a broken record. Scotty Barnes, I like what he did today. Very weird why he was a minus 13 when you won by 13, and he was out there when you're up by like 20 something. So it felt really weird, that number. But 13 points, 17 rebounds. I thought he was all over the glass today. Right from the get-go, you could see that his attention to detail was getting on the glass. I think he had like 5 offensive rebounds in the game, ended with 17 total rebounds, had 4 assists as well. Should have had a lot more, so not many shots were drained. There were a lot of wide open threes that he got a really nice pass for, but they weren't drilled. So unfortunate there, but 13, 17, and 4, shot 6 of 12 from the field, was 1 of 2 from 3. solid night for Scotty. A double-double for him. And like I said, weird. Minus 13 for Scotty Barnes in that game. It just didn't seem right. When all the starters were more or less plus double digits. Felt odd. But OG Anunoby is the next guy we're going to talk about, and I thought he was phenomenal. You know what you're going to get on the defensive side of the basketball, but man, when OG's in attack mode, there's not many things teams can do. There really isn't. 23 points, 6 rebounds and assists, shot 8 of 19 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, 2 of 8 from distance, had a steal and a block, and was a plus 12. OG just being absolutely stellar. Sorry, guys. And Fred VanVleet. And this is where I want to spend my time here. There's been a lot of talk here, on the channel, or all over social media, especially in that last video as well, against Boston. Fred VanVleet, the confidence has wavered. It's pretty evident. The shot has not been falling. But it's not just the shot. More often than not, in the past, we've seen Fred, when the shot's not there, he's doing everything else. Recently, you haven't seen that. And I thought today was a prime example of Fred doing everything else. And oh yeah, by the way, he dropped 25 in the game. 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 8 of 20 from the field. Again, not great percentages, 40% there, 6 of 6 from the line. 3 of 12 from distance, so still not great shooting percentages for Fred. And those woes continue. He was a plus 19 on the floor, but again, the confidence on Fred VanVleet. The feel is, I'm the court general. Yeah, that's where I was going with that initially. And I control the offense here. One play I want to talk about, and I'm going to use the clip for that. Fred gets the ball around the three-point arc. Fakes the shot. Russ Westbrook comes flying out there, goes flying past him. Fred drives, Euro step around a defender, and he can just lay this ball up and through, right? He's right in front of the net. Sorry, guys. It's scratching the throat. I was battling it yesterday in the Leaf video. I don't know what's been going on here. It's been going around everywhere. I don't know why. It's been going all around my work and just when I was at the work. Because I visited the hospital because this thing wouldn't go away, and it's still not away. But there were so many people there dealing with the same things. It's very, very odd. Anyways, he drives into the lane, gets the Euro step, and then drops it off for OG Anunoby, who throws it down. Now, it may seem to a lot of fans like, well, okay, whatever. It's nothing crazy. The confidence, like a lot of guys would force their shots. Fred would force up that 3-point shot, or when you get Russ to blow by, you step inside the 2-point arc and you take a mid-range jump shot. And that's what we've been seeing a lot from Fred recently, and he hasn't been making those shots. So, what does he do? Well, fakes the shot, gets Russ flying by, drives into the paint, gets the help defender to come over, Euro steps around him, has a look at the rim, but sees OG cutting right down the lane, drops off for OG, two-handed slam. And just like that, Fred VanVleet's buzzing, the fans are into it, right? It's just a really good play from Fred VanVleet. 25 points in the game, 4 rebounds and 7 assists. Again, stat-wise, that is great. Don't like the 8 of 20 and 3 of 12. But, look, we all know over the last calendar year, the percentages have been in and around there. So, yeah, I don't know what to say moving forward about Fred. But a better performance tonight and hopefully something to build on moving forward. Garrett Trent, like I said off the top, guys, since he's come off the bench, he has been remarkable. I was really impressed with him tonight. The percentages, again, don't suggest that he shot the ball very well, but I thought he was a threat every time down the floor. 18 points, couple boards, 6 of 15 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, was 2 of 9 from 3. Shot with conviction today. I really liked his shooting. A couple steals in the game, was a plus 16. Can't go wrong with GT, man, when he plays like that. Off the bench. The question now remains, though, when does he get back into the starting lineup? And I think that's something that we are going to continue to wait on. Because it's been, 4 or 5 games now that GT's come off the bench. He's been great off the bench. They showed his numbers today, coming off the bench and starting, and they're substantially better coming off the bench. So is that something you lean on moving forward, or do you eventually put him back in the rotation? I think you have to at some point. to get some perimeter shooting when Fred VanVleet's struggling the way he is. You need as many shooters as you can get. Also off the bench, Chris Boucher. And I thought he was electric. He had some mid-range game going today. He was crashing the glass. Again, I love what we saw from Chris. I think he only played 24 minutes in the game, but he, 16 points, 7 boards, shot 7 of 11 from the field, was 2 of 5 from 3. I thought he was phenomenal tonight. In the 24, 25 minutes that he played, I thought he was really, really good. Was very effective. Now, team stats. Not pretty. Still, he scored 126, and you think, well, James, they must be pretty good. 44% from the field. Again, not great. You want to live in around that 50 range. They shot 42% from the field, which, again, without A. Disney and without Lemicki, it's... you're going to get extra opportunities, and they're not going to shoot very well. And the Raptors played their game today. And what I mean by that is taking a lot of shots and getting extra opportunities. Raptors took 106 field goal attempts. They took 87. Yeah, that tells you right there that the Raptors were on the glass. And we'll get to those numbers in a second. They shot 21% from 3. Raptors still under 30% from three-point range, 28% from there. Not good enough. I understand you won by 13, but those numbers cannot hold up, especially after playing a team as bad as the Lakers. Free throw line, they were not 91% from the line. I think that's the main reason why they were more or less in this game, because they had a lot of attempts. 83% for the Toronto Raptors. Really good job when they went to the stripe. I'm going to try and get through this, guys. I really will. Let's get to the other stats, including rebounding. +8 on the glass for the Toronto Raptors. They did a job there, man. They really, really did. Offensive glass, +7. Raptors had 17 offensive boards. And off of those second chance opportunities, Raptors were +7 in that category. And a number that I wrote down that I haven't written down much this year, but it jumped out to me, 25 assists for the Toronto Raptors. The ball was humming. They were getting looks. They just weren't really drilling threes. That was, I think they were like 12 for like 40 something or something along those lines. I remember seeing it, and it was quite bad. All right, we were +4 in the turnovers. I think they had 15. We only had 11 turnovers. That's great there. +9 in the points off of those turnovers. They played their game. You won the points off of turnovers. You won the offensive rebounding. You won the second chance points. You got 19 extra shots. You played your game and you won, as you should have. All right? So you know what, guys? The next game for the Toronto Raptors, the next two are both against the Orlando Magic. Both in Orlando. I think one is on Wednesday and the next game. What day is the next one? I looked this up already, and then I forgot about it. They play Friday? Oh, Wednesday and Friday against the Orlando. No, today's Wednesday, you idiot. Why did I write down Wednesday against Orlando? I don't know. Friday they play Orlando, in Orlando, and then they play Sunday in Orlando. Those are two games that you have to win. There's no other way of looking at it. You got to win those two games. Okay? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and more or less the game today, even though it seemed kind of boring because it was never in question. It was just, just a win that you kind of felt was going to happen anyways. Hit the like button. If you guys enjoyed this one, hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? The Twitter link is down below, and the Instagram link is there as well. So follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And the Discord link is down in the description. So check that stuff out. All that great stuff is down in the description. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition. I tried to get through it. Didn't work, guys. Oh, my goodness. This is a tough scene out here. Tough scene. Scene level, tough. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition, I believe, tomorrow night. Crap. Leafs play tomorrow. I know that for sure. But what time do they play tomorrow? Is it 7 o'clock tomorrow night? 7 o'clock at home against the LA Kings in town. Looks like Ilya Samsonov is going to be getting the start there against Jonathan Quick. So we'll see how that game plays out. Tomorrow, Leafs continue to look to build on their point streak they got going, and Mitch Marner's point streak he's got going. And as for the Raptors, they look for back-to-back wins as they head to Orlando to take on the Magic on Friday night. All right, so 7 p.m. tip-off there as Raptors looking to win a couple games in a row and maybe get those shooting percentages up. I don't know. That's what we want to see moving forward, right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and the win tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.